You were speaking of spoken word. Do you still like spoken word? I think yes.
I don't like a lot of spoken word. Just like I don't like a lot of hip hop.
You like doing it?
I do like doing it. Yeah. I've been doing full spoken word shows, and they've been going real great. Even in France, I've done full like hour-long performances, just spoken word, which is incredible because I don't really think people know what I'm saying half the time or more than half, and but they get enough. They understand enough that it actually like
to react a bit.
Yeah, they react and they show a lot of appreciation for it. Maybe it's just because they see me getting all worked up and people enjoy the passion of the performance. But the passion couldn't exist without the words that encapsulate the concepts.
Yeah.
So it's a full package deal. Yeah, I like when spoken word is done right. If you know how to put it together, it can be pretty powerful, no matter what language it's in.
I think it could work here, even if they don't understand, because in France and in Belgium, in French-speaking countries, there's a tradition of slam, you know, very popular style for three or 4 years. So I think spoken word is pretty good for them too.
Well, mine in particular, it's rhythm based, so it's not, even if you don't know what I'm saying, there's patterns and rhythms and crescendos, and I get worked into a frenzy, and that just keeps me interested.
Shall we have a slice tonight?
Probably, yeah. I got an hour to perform. I don't even know what I'm gonna do just yet, but I got a bunch of songs that I'll just flip through and feel it out.
Other thing, the USA does change these last years, and not always in a good way. We know you are the kind of artist who care to be engaged in a political way. So is it still important to you? Is the American society still an influence for what you do in music?
Well, as far as politics go, this is such an important time. George Bush is about to leave, right? Yeah. George Bush being the figurehead of all evil that is our country right now. He represents just the worst part of our culture, I think, of our country, and it's really unfortunate that he's been in charge for this long, and that in itself has been an inspiration to me to fight it and to educate people on it, and to think of ways around it, because there's always going to be someone like that. Even when he leaves the White House, that influence is still there, and his effects are still there. We have to think of ways to get around that. And B. Dolan and myself have created an organization called nomore.org, and that website was influenced by his re-election, when we said, what is it that we can do that oversteps his influence, or educates people in a way that's unique? And we thought about how people are consumer crazy. People are always buying stuff, and we wanted to come up with a system that would explain to people where their products come from, and what companies do with the money. So we've profiled every major corporation, and we have a Wikipedia set up on nomore.org so other people can contribute, and in a couple years, or hopefully even less, we get enough people working on it, I think it'll be a massive internet phenomenon. Just like YouTube, you go to YouTube, check out videos. If you're interested in finding out something about a product or a company, you go to our site, it's going to have everything you need to know.
So more than engage in the music way.
Yeah,
very much.
It's in my music just because it's in my life, but that's what I like to do beyond music. That's where there's only so much you can do with music. Music's really important, and it can influence people, inspire people, but you never know what it will inspire. I got people who think Makeshift Patriot is a war anthem, and it's not. No. So, but at the end of the day, I'm like, well, it is whatever they think it is. Like people, that's how art works. It's however they interpret it. Nomore.org is not up for interpretation.
But you never know, or you would be understand in that way. you never know. You're giving something to the audience, you don't
Yeah,
know
I
how
mean,
they
it's
will
there.
react.
It's there for people to take in if they want it.
And for the primary election, what about the future?
Well,
Have you
I personally, I'm really, I'm hopeful for Obama.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful, and so are all my friends, and so are most of the people that I've spoken with back home. In here, especially everyone in Europe that I've spoken to seems to be like interested in Obama. We're scared of Hillary Clinton, and we're scared of John McCain. And Hillary Clinton is just, it would be cool to have a woman president, but not any woman.
Not this one.
No, not her.
Definitely not this one.
It would be nice if it would, I'm excited about the prospect of having a fresh face.
Yeah.
Fresh blood, you know, fresh ideas, something to shake up the system just a little bit, and he is cool as a cucumber, you know, like Osama. Obama is like under pressure all the time, and he's just cool, man. Like he knows how to deal with this shit. I like that. Like that's a very simple thing to like focus on, but beyond his policies and all, like I just like his demeanor, and I like the fact that he's a fresh face with fresh blood. He's young, he's charismatic, and I think that's what our country needs to really like just kind of shift gears a little bit, because we've been going in the wrong direction for too long. And Clintons have been in the White House for too long. The Bushes have been in the White House for too long. So let's fucking get them out of there. Let's try to like switch it up a little bit. That was the long answer for something that should have been much shorter.
I hope it worked. Two last questions, but less serious. Does women give you inspiration again? So, because I've heard about a girlfriend, a problem with a girlfriend and his mom, a bit later in the Dead Poet Live album, Do We Write 50 Ways? 50.
Oh yeah.
And I really like this song, and I would like to know if the woman's still a big inspiration for you. Because
yeah.
it was a bit.
There was one woman, my first girlfriend ever, and we were together for 4 years, and I thought we were going to get married, and I was very set on the idea that she was the one, and that I had, as if I had life figured out, you know, like I didn't want to be challenged in any way. I just wanted to pretend that I knew this was going to happen, so I kind of committed myself to that concept. And she was smart enough to get the fuck away from me. And that hurt, but it was really important for my growth. It turned me onto a whole bunch of new things. It made me realize that, you know, I don't have it all figured out. I don't have most of it figured out.
Just a minute.
Yeah, I'm just learning. I gotta keep my eyes and ears open and just like absorb life, experience new things. But I had a lot of spite for her. I was very upset.
Oh yeah.
And we ended up getting back together after a while. It was like
you said.
Yeah, 6 years after we broke up, we ended up getting back together, and I was a changed person at that time, and it wasn't the same as before. And it was good closure, man. It was like, it made me realize that I didn't lose anything to begin with. It was all about how much I learned, and I was happy we had spent that time together before, and I'm glad that I moved on and found other stuff, and she's a friend to this day, and yeah, she's the only ex-girlfriend of mine that I'm cool with.
And another thing.
And now I've got a new girlfriend. Oh. I've been with her for 2 years now, and it's incredible.
But you told in the song that you've been with his mom. That was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question.
I did not have sex with her mother. I didn't even have sex with her.
Okay, last question. It's about what you were wearing, because I think it's very cool. Do you know what it means? I think so.
It means, or I will kill the dog.
And why?
If you don't do what I ask you to, I will kill the dog.
I do like dogs, and I
like dogs too, but you better do what the fuck I say.
That's good.
I ain't tell anyone about what I seen or heard that day. Mum's the word still. I'm scared to plant ideas in your head while your rebellious side is fertile. Hurdles are getting knocked down. I'm running a losing race. Your legs aren't the only ones marked up. How many dreams have you chased? If I could have said this to your face, maybe you wouldn't have to write like I do. Except I use paper instead of my body now. It's something you might want to try too. From haikus to horror stories.